You know what I mean? I'm at Reedville State Prison at this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my, you know what I mean, transfer on. They stay transferring, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't even stay at Reedville that long. You know what I'm saying? I stayed down there about 90 days. So I get moved in the room with this old school cat named Big Andre. You know what I'm saying? And Big Andre was a big old dude, man, like 6'6", probably about 260, ripped up though. And he had the waves, he had the part in the side with the waves combed over like that. But that boy was getting bald in the front. I don't know why he ain't bald head that damn thing. He had that Stephen A. Smith time too, motherfucker. Oh yeah, that damn thing will bite. That damn thing will bite, boy, you know what I'm saying? So shit, you know, that boy was holding on to that damn thing. He know he had to let it go, but he ain't let it go, baby. Oh no. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? He stayed with his little drip on, you know, he had a big boy rope on, had about 4-5 rings on, little diamonds on him, you know what I'm saying? Fred tennis shoe. He had like 4 pair of shoes when I moved in the room. All icy white. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know why he had all white shoes. I would have had at least one black pair. But anyway, you know, that's how that boy was rocking. And when I moved in the room, it was clean. It was real immaculate in that damn thing. That boy had the incense burning and all and all. So I'm like, okay, they player. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I ain't have no phone or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just got transferred and I knew I wasn't going to be down here long. So, but Big Andre had a phone though. You know what I'm saying? So, upon me moving into the room, getting situated, whatever, he was like, man, hey, little bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm Big Andre. You know what I'm saying? I told him, hey, man, I'm Block G. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, my house, your house. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can get whatever in this bit. Like, you straight, bro. What you smoke, you drink, what you do, goddamn, whatever. So I'm like, shit, I smoke a little gas, a little cigarette. You know what I'm saying? I really don't drink for real. So he was like, all right, cool, roll up. He was like, boy, I know that bus ride was long. I'm like, yeah. Then we had a nigga sitting in front of me. He just kept on farting. He had the goddamn whole bus stank on stank. Boy, that thing was him. The whole bus wanted to jump on that damn boy. You know what I'm saying? Smelled like that boy had a doodle bag, a shit bag, colostomy bag on him, boy. That boy was letting loose in that bit, boy. Like he had done ate a big ass bowl of beans. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really blowed because we, you know what I'm saying, the windows we had on our side wasn't let down, so we couldn't get no ventilation. So we were just stuck in that damn thing. I'm mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? Then we ain't have no cigarettes on the bus. Normally when we transfer, nigga have a few cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't had none, so a nigga just sitting in it. Boy, nigga couldn't run, nigga couldn't, you know what I'm saying? So shit, you know, nigga finally make it to his destination. Nigga ready to get up out that bus. So yeah, now I'm in the room with this damn boy. You know what I'm saying? I done rolled up. We smoking, whatever. So we chilling. Then that thing, you know, his phone started ringing. He had it up under his pillow. He was on the bottom bunk. And he was like, hold on, bro, excuse me. So he answered the phone. He talking to a female or whatever. And I was like, shit, bro, I'm finna step out. He was like, nah, you good. He like, ain't nobody but my old lady. So he was telling her, like, yeah, I just got a new bunk mate. He was like, yeah, man, cool little young dude. You know what I'm saying? Block G, right? Name Block G. And I'm like, yeah. So he talking to her. So, you know, I'm just chiefing. We passing the gas back and forth, you know what I'm saying? So he get out the phone. He be like, yeah, man, have to check in with her. You know how that old lady shit go. So I'm like, hey, yeah, boy, for real. So I go to moving around the dorm or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because the dorms at Reedville made different than regular dorms like I'm used to at other state camps. Like, it's like a big square and you got rooms on this side and rooms on this side. It's like a hall, like a long, big hallway with rooms on each side. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm moving around trying to see if I recognize anybody, you know what I'm saying? Trying to see what's going on. Because anytime you get to a camp, you trying to see what the motion like, you know what I'm saying? You want to see a familiar face, you know what I'm saying? So I do, you know what I'm saying? I see that boy Big John, You know what I'm saying? I run down on that boy like, what you got going on, old man? He was like, shit, just chilling. You like, boy, when you got in here? I said, shit, I just got in here a couple minutes ago. So he like, oh, okay. He say, shit, who you bunk mate? You know what I'm saying? I tell him who my bunk mate is. He was like, oh, okay. I was like, why you say it like that? Like, he was like, oh, no, man. You know, that boy was in the toe back in the day. You know, that boy Big Andre was in the toe back in the day, man. They say that boy fuck around now. I said, shit, anybody got proof of this shit? He was like, nah, ain't nobody just, you know what I'm saying? But it been said. So I'm like, oh, man. So I know to watch for the signs. You know, he ain't give me no vibe like he was, you know what I'm saying? But you just never know in the chain gang, you know what I'm saying? But I'm take heed to it, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know dude, you know what I'm saying? But it present me with a rumor. I don't know this. I done seen a lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying? People done said that about him and that shit wasn't true. So, you know what I'm saying? He ain't have no hard facts on it. So I really ain't pursue it, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't even play them type of game, but I'm just gon', you know what I mean? So, you know, I step out of his room or whatever and I go back to my room. Big Andre in that bit, he getting the trap bag together. He making something to eat. So he be like, boy, what you eat in your pocket? Boy, I know you're hungry, but I ain't gave you nothing but that pack out. I was like, shit, whatever, bro. Put that shit together. So, you know, he would clean or whatever when I walked in the room, because that's the first thing I noticed, the cleanliness of the room. That thing was spotless. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me see what that boy talking about. So he whipped the pocket up. We get our bowl and shit. We eat. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, you need to use the phone. Goddamn, you can use it a bit. Now, ain't no pressure on it. He said, I got 2 phones. He said, you really could hold it one down and goddamn, you know, ain't no pressure. So I'm like, for real, bro? He like, hey, yeah, bro, goddamn. So he give me the phone and shit. I go to making calls. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, hell yeah, boy, shit. But I can make something shake. You know what I'm saying? And at Reedville State, Georgia State Prison, I think they called it, but everybody know it at Reedville. It had a lot of female down there. I'm talking about, boy, flooded. I'm talking about, you had some female down there, that bitch looked like real strippers, like they came from Magic City, put on their uniform and walked in that bitch. Like, I seen some female down. I'm like, damn, this bitch working at the chain gang. Ooh, but I always heard about this prison and how the female, you know what I'm saying, because this prison legendary, like, you know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King was locked up at Reedville State Prison, you feel me? So it's a well-known prison. It's known for a lot of death too, a lot of raping, a lot of deaths. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the oldest prison in the state, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? This shit was off the chain when I got off the bus. I seen all these women when we went through intake. So I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah. So I'm using the phone or whatever. Him and people let him know what. You know what I mean? And then I get a phone back to him. He was like, you straight? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. So he was like, man, I'm about to go get my workout on, bro. Goddamn, do whatever. So he get a little water bag. You know, they take the trap bag, put the water in it, then put it in a net bag, tie it tight. Then put a little stick through it or a broom or something through it, and they lift it. You know what I'm saying? So he get his water bag and he leave out. You know what I'm saying? He go right there in front of the booth and do his workout thing. So I said, oh, he one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I had done been in the room with him for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Moving around. We ain't had no issues or nothing, bro. Goddamn, with player for real. You know what I'm saying? He had a little detail and everything. He was working up there in medical. So come to find out, that boy had a plug up there in medical where he work at. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? He was bringing shit back. Then he finally let me in on the scoop. He was like, yeah, boy, I got that little broad, bro. She be bringing me goddamn little shit. She won't bring me nothing big. She might bring me like 7 grams here. You know what I'm saying? Couple packs of cigarettes here. You know what I'm saying? But something better than nothing. And he was like, shit, with the economy at this bit, boy, I'm going to make a killing out anything. So I'm like, that what's up, boy? He got down have emotion. Okay, he got a little female out there on the street. Got him a plug in here. Shit, but you know, bro had a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? He told me he had been gone 31 years. So I was like, damn, OG, you been gone that long? He like, yeah, but I been riding. So I'm like, damn, so it ain't no chance now? He was like, shit, I ain't got life without, you know what I'm saying? But they just keep setting me out. So I'm like, damn, boy, you gotta get up out this bit, boy, you know what I'm saying? He was like, in due time, you know, I'm still fighting my case, whatever. I'm still goddamn putting this shit together, trying to get up out of here, man. I done just paid a little lawyer. I just gave him $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Try to see if I can get parole. So I'm like, shit, it gonna happen for you, bro. So he like, shit, yeah, hell yeah, but can't lose sight of freedom. I'm like, hell no, cause once you lose sight of your freedom, shit, you lost in the sauce. You lost in the system. He like, yeah, for sure. So the next morning, he go out to detail and shit. He leave out, you know what I'm saying? I got the room to myself. I'm kicked back on the phone, and they were one of them count where the police wasn't tripping nothing. You know what I'm saying? They come in there and count, and they get up out of there. So, you know, I'm on the phone surfing as usual, trying to put something together. And then about 2 hours later, that boy Big Andre come back. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga had a big ass grin on his face. I'm like, boy, what the hell? You happy as a motherfucker? What the hell? He was like, oh, nothing. Just had some shit on my mind, boy. I just seen some shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he ain't nothing, though. He was like, shit, you straight? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So, I went to last chow that day. I went to dinner time. So I seen another one of my partners, Lil Ace. Lil Ace pulled up on me and shit. I'm talking to Lil Ace and shit. And then Ace told me, he was like, man, there been a lot of bullshit in my dorm. I say, why you say that? He say, man, they done brought this sissy down here, bro, named Sunshine, bro. These niggas in there about to kill each other over there. Boy, man, I'm tired of being in the dorm. I'm about to put myself on the door, bro, and get moved over there with you. So I'm like, yeah. He was like, hey, yeah, bro. He say, these old chain gang ass nigga. He say, I'm in the dorm with a lot of old nigga, bro. And that boy Sunshine, an old sissy, bro, from way back in the day. And these boy remember that damn boy. He had done got out, but he just came back to chain gang. You know what I'm saying? These old nigga, you know what I'm saying? When he first moved in the dorm, nigga, then about to fight to see what room he was gonna move in. I'm like, nah, bro. He like, hey, yeah, boy, I'm tired of being over there, bro. He say, one more incident, bro, I'm finna get the fuck on. He said, I don't wanna go to the bar. But shit, nigga tired of that shit, bro. So I'm like, damn. So he was like, shit, who you in the room with? So I tell him, I'm like, shit, I'm in the room with old school, man, Big Andre. He was like, Big Andre? He was like, nah. I'm like, yeah, I'm saying, bro, why you say that? He was like, man, I just done heard about old school. He said, I don't know him, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never talked to him or nothing, but I done heard a couple stories, you know what I'm saying, about that damn boy. I'm like, yeah, like what type of shit you done heard about? So he was like, man, you know, remember I was just telling you about Sunshine, right? So I'm like, yeah. They were like, shit. They say that boy had something going on with that boy back in the day. Say Sunshine was going to visitation, getting the pack in or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he was bringing it to that boy Big Andre. But you know how people do. You could be doing business with a motherfucker and they gonna assume you doing some shit. So I'm like, oh yeah. He like, yeah, man. He say, but I don't know, dude. I say, shit, I'm in the room with him. He ain't never gave me no vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? I said, I don't know. You know, I can't say he did or didn't, but I say, shit, I don't play like, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing, whatever. So brother like, shit, it is what it is, my nigga. He say, shit, but you my nigga, so I had to let you know, like, I have heard tight shit, but he like, you know how niggas do. I'm like, yeah, man, that shit, you know. So I brush it off. That make two people that done said this shit. And these two people don't even know each other, you feel me? So I'm like, damn. So, you know, I'm still thinking about the energy I get out there, nigga. He ain't never, long as I've been in the room with him now these few weeks, I ain't never just, cause you trust me, boy, I don't play. If I would have felt like anything was weird, boy, that boy would have known it, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Me and bro chop it up a little while longer, then he go to his dorm and shit, I go back to mine. So, when I go back to the dorm, you know what I'm saying, Big Andre done came back in there, and he was like, shit, he was wrapping up a little bomb and shit. So I'm like, yeah, boy, what you done made you a sale, huh, boy, you trapping, man? He was like, yeah, one of my partner, you know what I'm saying, I just found out one of my partner down here, I gotta goddamn go make sure he's straight. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? So he finna wrapping the shit up and he leave out the dorm. He put the rest of his little bomb up and shit. He leave out the dorm. You know what I'm saying? I don't think none of it. Shit, he say he got to go make sure his partner straight. So, you know, that's the player shit. You feel me? So the next day, I go to the general library, grab me a couple books. Cause I was so bored, you know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I'm gonna grab me a couple books to read, you feel me? So boom, when I get in the library, I see my partner again. I see little Ace again. So I'm like, damn, boy, you follow me, ain't you, boy? He was like, hell no. He said, you know, I be reading these sport magazines and shit. So he was like, I was just bringing them bitches back. He was like, hey, boy. He said, man, I just seen your bunk mate come in my dorm. I said, yeah, he just came your dorm. He was like, hey, yeah, bro. And guess who he pulled up on? I'm like, nah. He was like, yeah, he pulled up on that boy Sunshine. I'm like, yeah. I say, what the hell he had going on? He said he ain't going in the room or nothing. Sunshine came out the room and he gave him something in his hand. He said, I don't know what it is, but they chopped it up for a minute, then he just left out. So I'm like, oh, damn, word. So he like, yeah, he said he ain't look like nothing flaky, but that boy did come off in a bit, though. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit, you know, hell, you never know, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, I don't know what to think, you feel me? But I know to just be on 10, cause, you feel me, these chain gang ass nigga hell. So, when I go back to the dorm and shit, Big Andre already in that bit, you feel me? And he in that bit just cool and he still got it uniform and shit tucked in and shit. He sitting on the phone, he talking on the phone and shit. So, you know what I mean? I don't pay no attention, you know what I mean? I put my little book down or whatever and I get up out of there. So, after watching the sport TV for a few minutes, I go back in the room and then that boy Big Andre, he was like, hey boy, somebody text the phone for you. So he gave me the phone and shit. I looked, it was my folk. They told me they were coming to see me in visitation. They were gonna take that ride and come see me. So I'm like, shit, alright, bet, that what's up. So I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm finna go to visitation this weekend. So shit, that boy Big Andre was like, shit, I'm going to Vizzo too, boy. My wife coming to see me, boy. So I'm like, yeah. So shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, hell, we probably go up there the same time. He said, shit, ain't no telling. He said, well, yeah, I'm going up that bit. So, boom. I can't wait to see my folk because I ain't seen them in a minute, you know what I mean? And that's that visitation, you know, just for that little while, you know what I mean? You talk to your folk, you kick shit. But the hard part about that shit is when they get ready to leave, you know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, I can't walk out the door with these damn folk. You know what I'm saying? But hell, I'm ready to see my folks. So we still got like 3-4 more days before we go to visitation. So everything was going, you know what I'm saying, per usual. You know what I mean? And I had been seeing little Ace and shit. He said that boy had been pulling up in the dorm, but they never did go in the room or no shit like that. They just were chopping it up or whatever, and he'll leave. So I'm like, hey man, that his business, man. Long as ain't nobody telling me, no, you know what I'm saying? I can't dictate who a nigga talk to, do business with or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You feel me? So, you know, I ain't think no more about it for real, but I know the jab be on point, you feel me? So, couple days go by and shit, and I talk to my folks and shit, getting them prepared, you know what I'm saying, to come to their new prison and see me and shit, you know what I'm saying? And that boy Big Andre on the phone with his wife and shit. He trying to get some pills and shit. He trying to get her to bring some pills. You know what I'm saying? So I hear him tell her like, yeah, put it in the balloon, man, and goddamn, I'm gonna swallow it. Woo, woo, woo. Cause you know he one of them old chain gang niggas. He'll swallow the balloon, come back in the door and get a little cap of Windex, swallow the Windex. That shit make you throw up. And he throw the balloons up and shit. So you know what I mean? He finna get some. I forgot what kind of pill they is, but it's something these niggas in prison they want like a motherfucker. I can't remember the name on. So boom. You know what I mean? Everything's set. Now I'm just waiting on my folk to pull up. So that's sad to come. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go to Vizzo. You know what I'm saying? I done got up early. You know what I'm saying? Made sure my uniform straight, my tennis shoe clean. You know what I'm saying? Got my little cologne on and shit. You know what I mean? Player, fresh shade. You know what I'm saying? That boy Big Andre getting himself together. Goddamn scooping deep down in the goddamn Vaseline. Hitting his shit. He rubbing his hand hard as hell. Grease and shit flying everywhere. He putting his shit. You know what I'm saying? He's swooping that damn thing. Oh yeah, with the ball spot in the front of that damn thing. Look like Pac-Man ate that damn boy shit. Like, but he was swooping that motherfucker though. He was trying to make that beat. He was putting that beat together, trying to make that beat work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we getting right and shit. So Boom, they call him a visitation first. He leave out for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting on my folks and shit. I still got the other phone that he let me use. I still got it out. And then that thing on my folk text, they were like, shit, just pulled up. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it take these folks forever. I end up getting caught up at count time. My folk had to sit out there wait to count time clear to let me go out there on the visitation. So count clear or whatever. I go on visitation and shit. So my folks, they sitting at the back of visitation, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad they got that table because I could see everything. So, you know, that boy, Big Andre, he probably about 4-5 tables away from me. He sitting with his wife or whatever. She looked alright too, thick, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She was straight little cougar, you know what I'm saying? Looked like she took care of herself or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they sitting there eating and shit, vibing. So my folk had them pulled up. I'm sitting there kicking it with them. They give me an update on what been going on out there and shit. You know what I'm saying? We just popping shit. So that thing my brother asked me, he was like, shit, bro, what else you want out this machine? So I was like, man, get me one of them real sandwich, man. Get me some of them Doritos, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you don't want nothing sweet? I was like, shit, what all they got in there? He was like, they got Pop-Tarts. They got all kind of shit. I said, yeah, man, just get me some chocolate chip cookies or something, throw them in the microwave, shit. Yeah, I'm going to smash them bitches. Because, you know, when I go to visitation, the day before I go to visitation, I don't really eat nothing because I know I'm finna go here to Vizzo and smash, boy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, boy, I'm finna smash. So, shit, bro come back with the food and shit. And when bro sit down, the officer opened the door and this light-skinned dude coming up with these tight-ass pants on with no pockets in the back. Light-skinned nigga had the waves and shit, you know what I'm saying? How the eyebrow arched this shit. And for some reason, I got that feeling. I said, this must be this nigga they talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? This got to be him. So he come in the visitation, switching and shit. My folk laughing and shit like, boy, what the hell? I'm like, hey, man, y'all know how this shit go. So, you know what I'm saying? My little sister, she want to ask all these damn questions and shit. I'm like, hey, man, I don't know nothing about all that, man. I be out them folk way. I don't even know home, you feel me? So, he went and sat down. He had some dude come and see him. The dude, the Buddha bandit that walked in, it was some dude came to see him. You know what I'm saying? Big muscular bow looking at goddamn gingerbread looking at nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? He really looked like a dark skinned Sinbad with that little bit of box he had on his head. Looked like his haircut was just wrong. Looked like the hair on top of his head. That bitch would move if the wind blow hard enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who them folk was, but yeah, I had to tell my little sister, hey man, talk about something else, man. I ain't had y'all driveway out here just talk about these niggas. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there eating and shit, I'm grubbing and shit. So, next thing you know, this nigga Sunshine pull up at Big Andre table. He was like, Andre, what's up, boy? Oh, this your wife? Hey, girl. Woo, 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 woo. So, Big Andre wife sitting there like, what the fuck? She had the real stank face. She looking so ugly. I'm talking about she was decent, but the way she balled her face up, she looked like a whole nother motherfucker. She was like, boy, what the fuck? She was like, Andre, who the fuck this is? So, Big Andre like, hey man, what you got going on, man? You see on here with my folk, bro. Why the fuck you would pull up at my table, bro? So, Sunshine was like, man, I was just speaking. You ain't gotta act like that. This ain't that. Hey ma'am, no, it ain't like that. I was just speaking. I know him. So, Big Andre wife like, man, don't talk to me, motherfucker. Get your nasty ass away from my motherfucking table. Stinking ass, shitty booty ass boy. So he was like, oh no, bitch, I don't know who you talk. So the officer pulled up like, hey, you finna get your visitation terminated, bro. You need to sit your ass down. So Sunshine like, bruh, I'm a woman, goddamn. Don't be calling me no bruh. I'm a woman. So the officer went to laughing like, nigga, you delusional, man. Go sit your ass down before I throw you the fuck up out of here, man. So he go sit down and shit, you know what I'm saying? He looking all stupid. So me and my folk, we dying laughing. So Big Andre wife like, man, let me find out. Let me find out you in here fucking around. That motherfucker bold. He see you here, sitting here with me, and he gonna walk his ass up here like everything cool. Let me motherfucking find out. Let me find out you one of them down low niggas. Let me find out. He was like, babe, chill. Ain't none of that shit going on. I swear to God. Matter of fact, I got something for that bitch ass nigga. Don't even worry about it. But he was like, matter of fact, just make sure you put such and such on my book, man. You goddamn, yeah, I'm telling you what finna go on, yeah. So, my folks stay a little while longer than they leave. I go back to the dorm. So shit, when I go back, I leave before Andre do. You know what I'm saying? I go back to the dorm and shit, take my clothes off, put my basketball shorts on, tank top and shit, and I'm chilling. So next thing you know, about 30 minutes later, Big Andre come back in that bit. He was like, man, bro, I'm finna pull this bitch ass nigga out. This shit old with, boy. I'm finna pull this bitch ass nigga out. So I'm like, damn, bro. He pulled up on you like that. He like, man, I don't know what wrong with that nigga. He say, man, I used to be at the camp with him back in the day. The motherfucker used to get the pack in for me, you know what I'm saying, through visitation. You know what I'm saying? And shit, that was it, bro. That was that. I don't know why that motherfucker felt like he could pull up, you know what I'm saying? But then the energy I was getting off him like, man, this nigga lying. That nigga lying. For some reason, it just felt like that damn boy was lying. He was fidgeting. I had never seen that boy fidget before. So I'm sitting back, I'm like, oh yeah, he finna play himself out of pocket. Cause he too embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You could just tell someone right. So boom. I had never seen his knife before, but the nigga pulled his knife out and shit. That boy had a big ass sword. That bitch was big on big. So shit, he sharpened that bitch. He sharpened it and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, in the morning, I'm gonna go over there and pull that bitch out. I'm gonna go pull that bitch ass nigga out. So I'm like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, man, I gotta keep my fade. You know what I'm saying? That bitch played, man. Now niggas gonna be looking at me all sideways, and it's a couple niggas up there in Vizzo I did business with. I'm finna pull that bitch out playing with me. So he was like, look, he was like, man, I'm gonna keep all my shit put up. I'm gonna send somebody at you to grab that frame. So I'm like, shit, alright, bro, Jay, you know what I'm saying? He say, I might get away though, I don't know. So the next morning, before they called Choctaw, that nigga was up, suited and booted. You know what I'm saying? He ain't say nothing to me, he ain't speak or nothing. So shit, you know, they call Chai and shit, you know what I'm saying? He go out, you know what I mean? I don't see him no more. Then about an hour later, hour and some change later, you know what I'm saying? They were like, boy, the police running. You know what I'm saying? It been a cold. He was out there on the hallway. He worked the hallway outside the dorm. And when he came in the dorm, he made an announcement like, boy, the police running, boy, something went on. And I already knew what time it was. So shit, about 2-3 days later, a nigga pull up on me like, hey, you got something for Andre? So I'm like, hey, yeah. So I had a little work and shit in his phone wrapped up, and I had done got some clear tape and secured that damn thing real good. You know what I'm saying? And I took a picture, you know what I'm saying? Cause he had done told me the phone he would let me use. He was like, shit, I'm gonna need you to goddamn do shit for me so you can hold that bit down, goddamn, just send me my phone. So I'm like, hey, yeah. So I give brother shit or whatever. I said, hey, who be working back there in the hole and shit? He was like, oh yeah, bro, it's sweet. I said, yeah, man, cause I wanna pull up on, you know what I'm saying, check on him and shit. He said, you'll be able to get back there. You know what I'm saying? So cool. Boom. About 3 days later, I make my way back there to the hole and shit. I pull up on. I get back there pretty smooth. The officer let me walk right in that bit. So I pull up on. He was like, hey, yeah, boy, I outlifted that damn boy. He say, playing with me, man. And he run around telling folk we done did shit back in the day and shit. He say, I found all this shit out since I've been back here in the hole. So I'm like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? But when he was telling me this shit, he wouldn't look me in my eye. So that let me know, goddamn, bro, you goddamn. Because, see, the body speak a language that the mouth never achieved. The mouth can say anything, but that body language going to tell it all. It going to tell your truth. You feel me? And that's what I go off of. But I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? That's that boy business. But, you know, he was kicking that player shit. But in my mind, boy, you had something going on. It just wasn't no hard evidence on it. But, boy, you had something going on. And see, he still had a plug and shit. Because I asked him, I was like, what's up with your old girl up there in Medica? He was like, oh, yeah, she still going to ride and shit. She'll still be able to see me when she come down here and do pill call and shit. So I'm like, oh, okay. He say, man, my wife done left me though, man. She actually believed me and old boy had some shit going on. He say, man, I been with that girl 11 years, man. He say, hopefully she got down. She done blocked me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Done blocked me on all the social media and changed the number and shit. He like, man, this shit crazy, bro. And I'm like, damn, my boy. Shit. So I leave from back there in the hole. I was like, hit me, bro, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what's happening. So I leave from back there. You know what I mean? So they end up telling me a couple months later, you know what I mean? Cause they still had Andre in the hole. They told me I was transferring. So I pulled up on my old school partner that I knew from another camp. I gave him the phone. I was like, look, bro, make sure Big Andre get that phone, bro. He be like, I got you, bro, my word, bro. You know, I don't even play no game. So I made sure old school got the phone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They transfer me and shit. So when I get to my net count, I still had Andre number. I called his phone and shit. I was like, hey, I gave old school that phone. So I'm talking about as soon as I took down at the net count, as soon as I got to the phone, I called him because I wanted to make sure he got his shit. You feel me? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He told me he had got it. You know what I mean? So yeah. That boy Big Andre, man. I don't know what that boy had going on, but that was one of them times. Yeah. I'm talking about that boy pulled up on that boy table in visitation, speaking to that boy, and just looking at how he spoke, you could tell, like, you know what I'm saying? And then him to be that bold to just walk up on you in visitation. But yeah, that boy most definitely left on the helicopter. He did that to that damn boy. So whether or not he was fucking around with the fuck around, his energy told me